Hey people, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. 3:15 in the morning. I decided to do back-to-back two clone fragrance reviews, which perhaps not a good idea because I like to mix things up, but I just want to talk about it quickly because this is very interesting little perfume here for a very cheap price tag. This is from the house of Pendora Fragrances. I think it's called Paris Corner, their main company, or other way around. But this fragrance house, I have reviewed quite a few fragrances recent times, and this is thanks to Ifran bhai who sent me the bottle upon my request. I want to review it, didn't want to buy it yet because this is inspired by Baccarat Rouge by MFK House. And Baccarat Rouge I do not own, it's supremely expensive, but I tried both the X3 and EDP. I had samples of them, I reviewed them from samples, and these are like some of the most expensive fragrances in the perfume game. I love Baccarat Rouge. That's one of my most favorite fragrances of all time. So there have been a lot of clones lately, a lot of inspired expressions from designer niche houses, and also not really clone but inspired fragrance would be like one of my favorite is Instant Crush. This has vibes of Baccarat Rouge, but it's really beautiful. It has its own vibe going, beast mode longevity, and the dry down it smells totally kind of unique. Okay, so I'll compare this one with that one. So the fragrance you're gonna be looking at is Pendora Rouge. So they kept the name, even the box, everything is kind of like the design is inspired. You can tell by right away. Uh, but the fragrance, it's I think under $20 for 100 ml, and that what makes it interesting. EDP. So when you're trying to buy a, let's say what do you call a clone, a cheap price tag always is a blessing. So I'll show you the presentation, I'll show the bottle and how it smells, longevity and stuff like that, and who is it for. So Baccarat Rouge has this similar sort of box, big box. They kind of took that from that rouge. Rouge means red in English. So this one, as you can see, it's kind of like a what you call a red box. All the detailing there. There's a sticker even up there. Side it has this nice sort of design going on. Back looks like that. Paris Corner will be written here. Up there, Pendora scents. These are very inexpensive fragrances for people who are with budget. So my dear brother Vishal Singh, he said, "Buy the real deal, bhai." He always pulls my leg. Of course, he is fan of supporting the original fragrance houses because the fragrance is sort of like an artistic, like say, not approach. It's like fragrances are part of art and culture, you know. So let's say you have a painting. So someone drew something like, let's say, Mona Lisa, and then someone copied it, and then they try to make money out of it. So it's kind of like up for debate how ethical is that and all that. So but in the current days market, it's like flooded with fragrances. So people buy what they can afford. So Baccarat Rouge I want to buy someday, but once I have the I have the cash. But the thing is, I feel like at this point where I am, Baccarat Rouge doesn't really fit my lifestyle in terms of the cost thing. That's why I don't buy it. But obviously, I'm gonna buy Baccarat Rouge someday, hopefully. And my most favorite is not Baccarat Rouge from this house. I have, I think, Grand Soir is my favorite, but Outside Mood is also good. But now, here we go. Here's the bottle. The bottle looks really lovely. It's very high quality bottle, and this reminds me of like Gucci Flora. If you know that perfume, has this white bottle, thick glass base, nice sticker in front, red. It has the golden, just like the similar sort of coloring with Baccarat Rouge EDP. So juice color is kind of like golden. You can see golden peach colored. The cap, everything, it looks very good for what you pay. It's in Bangladesh, one five, think 1,580 taka or something like 1,600 taka in USB page. Ifran bhai brought it, and I cannot believe he's selling it at that price point. I told him like, "Are you sure?" He said yes. So yeah, very inexpensive. You know, very expensive, inexpensive. So let's see how this one goes. So the cap doesn't have click on. It's kind of like slide on, and you can try, but I think it shouldn't pick it up by the cap. And the inside looks like that. So this atomizer, this one no one's gonna copy, so you can be sure that you know it's not a clone of a clone. So the sprayer is not my favorite. I'll tell you one thing. This is not the kind of sprayer I like. This is what I'm gonna show you. You can see. This is what I mean. It gives you sort of like those mist that Savage gives, and this kind of mist kind of sprayer, what the problem is, they do not shoot out a lot of juice. It looks like it's a cloud, but what you get is very little bit of juice coming out. Like Dior Sauvage, if you ever decanted it, you'll get your finger really hurting, you know, because it will take a long time to fill the small bottles up. So this one, the funny thing is, I have been looking at Cloud by Ariana Grande to buy it because I like that bottle. It's supposed to be a cheap alternative to Baccarat Rouge, but that one still in Bangladesh is like $55, not cheap. Then I wanted to get, there's another one called Espoir or something, and then another one from Middle Eastern country, I forgot the name. That one people told me was also very, very good. Then they have a lot of these Baccarat Rouge clones coming out now, like Al Haramain has one that is like under $200, okay, $180. They said that is a spot on clone with a beast mode performance. So this one, it makes you smile because for what you pay, it has that bubblegummy sweetness, like not bubblegummy, it's like, uh, those, what are those gummy bears? It has this gummy bear smell. It does smell like Baccarat Rouge, but much lighter. So if you do like Baccarat Rouge and you get want a taste of it, this is I think the cheapest so far I have seen. And the smell doesn't have that sort of cheap feel to it. It smells pretty decent. Okay, so it has the sort of citrusy, lighter. Imagine like EDC version of Baccarat Rouge with kind of like alcohol blast up top. That is one thing with cheaper fragrances you always expect. So this, people ask me first thing, how is the performance, guys? One thing is, I'll tell you, most of the fragrances, you get something and you sacrifice something else. If you pay cheap price tag, sometimes you get something similar, but perhaps you do not get the performance. Sometimes you get performance, but you get the synthetic vibe of it. You get like very synthetic vibe. This one, the specialty, I think this house achieved. Maison de Perfumery Paris Corner, Pendora Rouge, what it achieves, that the smell is not synthetic like many other clones are. Like opening is a little bit alcoholic, but it goes out very, very quickly. But what you get from it is very, very lovely. You can decant this stuff, you can spray this all day, you can carry it with you because this fragrance is so cheap. You can do it, you can sparingly spray. So I got about like on my skin 4 hours and a half, let's say 2 hours 5 hours of longevity. But the 1 hour, first hour, it has the solid projection with 6-7 sprays. I think you have to go heavy on your clothes. That will make you last about 4 hours or so. So for the cheap price tag, 1600 taka, you get 100 ml juice, which is nice. You get smell that is very close to Baccarat Rouge, but as I told you, it's much more toned down. Baccarat Rouge is very thick, sweet, syrupy goodness. It just drop and then skin. It's like there for whole day. This is not gonna pull it the whole day. You put this on and go to sleep, you wake up smelling nothing. But the price tag, once again, remember the price tag, what you get in this packaging, it's absolutely phenomenal. Like not a masterpiece or something, but if you're on a budget, this is a great fragrance to buy on the budget. You can buy 5-6 bottle of it. You can go through without guilt. All right. So I would say if you want to try Baccarat Rouge, this one has the vibes of Baccarat Rouge. It's about 65% similar. Okay. In terms of quality, Baccarat Rouge is Baccarat Rouge. So if I compare with, let's say, just value-wise, Instant Crush, which is going for $85 in Bangladesh now, this perfume is so long-lasting. Okay, this is where this fragrance is special. This one, I put this on, I go to sleep, I take a shower, it can still smell it on my skin. So that is a quality. So what you pay sometimes, you get actually more quality at times, not always, but Mancera does give me quality. And check out this chunk missing. I have gone through this within less than 10 days or so. I have used it on me. Okay, so that is not a Baccarat Rouge clone, but inspired by Baccarat Rouge kind of outside. This, should you buy it? If you have 16 or to $20, you want to try Baccarat Rouge feel, but if you're a practical person, you are not expecting Baccarat Rouge performance from $20 cologne, and then yes, you should definitely give it a try or smell it from your friend. You might enjoy. The fragrance, other thing is, it's very subtle and soft in a way. As I told you, it doesn't really jump out of your skin. So it's kind of like you can use it in summer as well. Okay, it's a summer wearable, workplace. It'll be perfect. It'll be perfect unisex perfume. So this one, for the quality and what you get versus what you pay, I think this one is getting 8 out of 10, solid 8 out of 10 from me. So try it out, Pendora Rouge. There's also one inspired expression from Mohit Bhai's house. I think it's called Rouge 666. That one is really beast mode. You can try that as well, but that one's a little bit more, gonna be a little bit more pricey, but you get a better packaging. So that's the fragrance. Pendora fragrance is called Pendora Rouge. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Tomorrow I'll be doing some more reviews. Bye bye.